Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. And me and Tanto Draco will be casting a ZVT on Fighting Spirit.
Alright, here we are with Mustard Warrior in the mustard color in the bottom left, playing Protoss, and the Zerg Viletomato in the magenta over here. Now I know that I am a Protoss player and our co-host IceAxe is Zerg, so I'm excited for this one.
Should pick a game. Mustard Warrior, very solid player. And also Viletomato, very good.
Yeah, I've played Viletomato myself and he kicked my butt, so definitely no slouch.
I think Mustard Warrior is in the military right now.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mustard Warrior.
So it looks like Overlord first here. This is either Overpool or 12 pool or something like that.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be Overpool. Overpool.
Okay, scouting probe coming in.
Pylon. Yeah. Pylon looks. It doesn't actually look like it's blocking, but it looks really close. Probably perfect.
Yeah, it's probably right on, but it probably could also be one square higher up and be fine. But this
Yeah.
should be okay.
You want it as far up as possible, or back as possible.
So the couple of things to bear in mind is sometimes you need the pylon to be part of the wall. Obviously that's not the case here.
Yeah.
Then you want to not block the nexus, and then the other thing to think about is space for cannons. So
Yeah.
and then walkways. So there's room for a zealot to walk back here between the pylon and the gateway, which might be a good thing.
Okay. Hatchery coming down. Some Zerglings getting up.
Looks like 4 Zerglings.
Yeah. 6 coming out now. 8 actually. So this actually could do some damage. I have to
Yeah,
pull
and
this probe.
the forge from Protoss was a bit later. It's down now,
Hmm.
but he's got to get his cannons down right away, or he might be in trouble.
Yeah, Zealot headed back.
Yeah, looks like the Zerglings are not actually going for the probe right now. They're trying to run right by.
See if he pulls his probes.
So it looks like he is blocking the hole pretty well with that Zealot. Should be no problem.
Some more Zerglings coming though.
Yeah, he already lost 1 probe as well, and that Zealot is really low. I think he needs more than just 1 cannon here.
Uh-oh. Cannon's not gonna finish in time. Oh no, this is bad.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 probes.
Yeah, I think Mustard needs to get his cannons up a little bit quicker. Yeah, and Zerglings can kill a cannon so fast.
Oh, this is a headache. Zealot out now though.
Well, four Zerglings can definitely kill a Zealot if they surround it.
Huh. Wow, this is really good for Val Tomato.
Yeah.
Micro is on point.
I'd really like to see Mustard put down 2 cannons, not just 1. He's really trying to just get 1 up.
Yeah.
You want 2 at this
Oh,
point.
Zerglings.
He's got the money for it.
So he's heading out for a 3rd base now.
Yep. Got no more Zerglings coming. I think Viletomato just decided that's enough damage.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be Hydra play because that gate is really, or shoot, that gas is really late.
Oh, for the Zerg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like if Mustard is going to be hesitant with his cannons, then Hydra play is going to really really be powerful because that's the only way
Yeah.
of defending against Hydra busts.
Also late gas for Master Warrior too.
Yeah, although considering how far behind he doesn't have a cybernetics
Yeah.
core down yet, everything of his is just late.
Yeah, Agilist didn't come down. They're almost halfway completed.
Okay, let's check the main base here. So Lair is also coming, and we've got 4 hatcheries total. Both sides floating quite a bit minerals at the moment. Okay, there we go. There's that 5th hatchery. I was looking for it. So we might see a 5 hatch into Mass Hydra play.
Okay. That would be pretty good. So it's looking to move out maybe.
Yeah, they're gonna put some pressure, force some lings. There is a sunken and a good wall off at the natural here for Zerg, so
Yeah.
they should be pretty safe. And they are getting a creep colony down at the 3rd base as well, so Viletomato should be okay. But even if
Fire. So
Mustard, oh nice, okay. Even if Mustard just backs off, he did force Zerglings, which is a good thing here. But
yeah, this is gonna get cleaned up real fast.
yep.
Forces some things out, and they could have been drones.
Yep. So not the worst exchange. It's hard to say who came out happier, but he forced a lot of Zerglings just for a couple of zealots. So I don't mind it. I kind of like what Mustard did there.
The Stargate really isn't going to be useful because it's extremely late. You're just going to have lots of Hydras out.
Yep, there's a Citadel down there. He's putting a cannon in the main as well to defend against Mutalisks, which seems like a pretty smart move. Let's see. Viletomato is still just going into drone production. He's not exploding into units yet. He's floating a lot here. Okay, let's see. Yep, all drones. So just macroing up, which is really scary.
Yeah. Let the 3rd get out of control, then it'll be bad.
Okay, so Mustard is doing good as well. He's getting a Corsair out. We got some Scourge on purple side. He's getting more gateways. He's got a Citadel of a Dune. So, you know, Mustard is kind of stabilizing a little bit. He's just a little bit behind overall, I think. Zerg is ahead supply and ahead on drones, which is absolutely terrifying. The minute Viletomato decides to pump out a bunch of Hydras, our yellow friend is in trouble. So Corsairs. Go ahead.
Okay. There's a 4th base coming down at the top right, and early gas too.
See if the Corsair scouts it.
I think it will.
Yep, he knows what's up. Now that Corsair might get picked off. We've got 4 Scourge incoming here.
Looks like it's gonna escape. Speed just coming. in for the Zealots, so they're going to be way more efficient.
Yep, +1 is about to finish as well, which is a big deal against Zerglings. We got Storm
Oh,
coming,
yeah.
so Protoss is getting up the army he needs. The Zerg is just macroing up so hard.
Yeah.
And it looks like Hydralisks are starting to get produced here.
He forced a cancel.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Viletomato didn't want to actually go up there and really defend that, so...
His drone's down the bottom.
It's a bit more of a scrappy opening. It's relatively standard, but it's kind of scrappy. You can see both sides floating a lot, trying to, you know, focus on what's going on outside of their base. Looks like Mustard wanted to expand here.
Oh.
And that looks like it was canceled. More gateways coming down. You generally don't want to expand as Protoss until you can actually push out and do some damage. You really need to just power up on 2 bases, up to 6 to 8 gates. With Dragoons and Observers, you know, you need Observers, you need all the gates, and then you can push out and take a 3rd base.
Interesting 4th base location for Tomato.
Yeah.
At 12 o'clock.
It looks like he doesn't want it to get shut down as easily, so he's trying to be less predictable with its position.
Yeah.
So both sides are kind of agreeing to go macro. Either side could really shut down the other one's expansion, but they're not really... At least Viletomato could shut down this 3rd, but he's not pushing in yet. He's content to just macro up. He's got a 5th base started now. Look at that, 2 hatches at that top right base. 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, wow.
That's 8 hatcheries
Just get some
total.
macro going. Yeah. Yeah, if he gets some macro going, it's going to be game real quick.
Yeah. At any point in the game, like around this time, if the Zerg is tied up or ahead on supply, you know it's bad, but I mean,
yeah.
He's just using all this supply to get even further ahead. Let's check up on Protoss's tech. So, Protoss does have observers. Still just massing zealots at the moment. I'm trying to get a bunch of... Oh, there is a High Templar there.
This base.
Okay, so he's going to see all of these hatcheries.
I wonder if he has Storm yet.
He does. I saw it started and it has finished, and there's a High Templar at the 3rd base. So, yes, there aren't very many storms because there's only 1 High Templar.
Yeah.
But he does have the 1.
DTs too. He's got some Overlords.
Yep. But
so
DT just got completely killed for free there. Viletomato setting up a really nasty contain over here. Some Lurkers, some Hydras, some Overlords. And without a lot of storms, you're not really going to be able to push out.
Let's kill the 5th base though.
Yeah, there's a bit of a killer group of Zealots moving out, so... This Death Squad might be able to do some damage. Never mind, there's Lurkers.
Yeah. Lurkers on high ground are so unstoppable.
He's just gonna run by. Or he was.
Yeah, all those Zealots are gonna die.
Yeah, if he was gonna run by, he needed to commit to it and really do some damage, but a lot of the Zealots just died for free. On the other hand, a lot of Hydras just pushed into Protoss 3rd base and died, so...
I'd say that 3rd base is pretty secure right now.
Yeah, I'm just getting more and more worried for Mustard here. He lost a lot of Zealots. He needed that army to do something.
Yeah.
And he's putting a lot of money into cannons outside his third, but he needs to be more worried about this contain. You know, if he can get some more storms.
Yeah, he's got quite a few High Templar now. He just hasn't rallied everything over there.
Yeah, I think that's 5 High Templars. Yeah. 6 High Templars.
He's have quite a few Corsairs too. So if you attack with your Zealots, the Zealots will or the Hydras will prioritize the Zealots, and your Corsairs can just pick off Overlord after Overlord after Overlord.
It's
You'll
true.
get supply blocked.
More importantly than supply block, you can also get your observers in safely to finally kill the lurkers.
Hmm.
But while the overlords are still alive, that observer can die in a second. So, wow, Protoss is just
Cannons.
yeah trying to set up more expansions here. You know, and I don't mind it if you see there's a contain, you just go ignore it. You just go out the other way, right?
And this might. Actually, oh, great storm.
Yeah, good storm there. So Zerg is going to have to commit a lot of stuff here to shut this down.
I think he should commit a lot to it because getting that fourth base up is going to be pretty hard to defend.
Yeah, that or Viletomato could also just bust in the front door of Protoss, but one way or the other, I think he's got to go attack.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Protoss is finally higher on probe count, but still lower in supply, so...
Oh my goodness, lots of ultras coming over there.
See,
7 ultras right now.
So that's what Viletomato was up to. He was teching
Yeah.
up, getting ultras, and this is going to be a scary push. If only he had
I think he
Farlers
should.
as well.
I will get that. Yeah, there come the Corsairs. I was hoping they'd come to the main base and kill these overlords.
Yeah, and scout the Ultralisk cavern.
The Falardin coming in. One speed for the ultras and armor. Ultras are really good.
Yeah, and we've already got Hydras, Lings, Lurkers. We've got pretty diverse Zerg army here. Now, Zerg is cutting Protoss off from his 4th and 5th bases, so there's not going to be any probe transfer. And with 83 probes, you don't really need more than 83 probes. You really want to put the rest of your supply into army, so Protoss is going to have to try to transfer probes, or honestly sack some of them.
Yeah, no. He's got a lot of probes, like a ton.
Yeah, and despite having bases 4 and 5 up, they're not mining, so it's not actually helping him yet.
Yeah. Tomatoes. Go ahead. You go.
I was just going to say the maxed Zerg army is absolutely terrifying.
Yes.
We're getting there. Okay, a couple of storms coming down outside this contain. It looks like Zerg is kind of backed off and is just leaving lurkers here. Maybe he was thinking about some kind of an attack further up, but the army comes back here.
Hopefully he'll start speed on the ultras.
So the Zealots currently have +2 weapons, and the Zerglings only have +1 armor, so Zealots are still going to be really good against Zerglings, but it doesn't look like there's any Zealots left.
Yeah, he's got to get some more storms down.
Something. Those ultras are scary.
Yeah. No, Templar is maxed on energy right now.
Yeah. So I think Protoss just needs to get more gates, because 7 gates now is not going to be enough. You need, add 4 more up here or something, and get more Zealots. Meanwhile, Zerg... Oh.
2 defilers.
That's a big kill.
Yeah.
If Zerg just floods out a crapload of Zerglings and starts using Dark Swarm, I think we could see a base deleted here pretty soon.
Speed's on the way.
Okay, yep.
They both have a humongous bank.
Yeah, there's a lot of micro to take care of at this point.
Yeah.
And if Viletomato's not careful, he's going to let his lead slip as far as base count.
Looks like he's organizing an attack on the... Dark Swarm goes down.
Yep, those cannons are basically worthless if he just sends in a bunch of lings now. Now the
Zealots are coming over there.
Zealots have +3, so they're just gonna kill anything.
Oh. Just headed over. Speed finished.
Yeah, that was kind of a failed attack there. All of those, all the defilers and the Zerglings just got killed, basically just by the Zealots.
From the Ultras, though. But this base is gone.
Yeah, I think it could have gone down with a lot less less effort if it had coordinated better, but it's still gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
But
meanwhile,
Protoss
he's breaking out.
Yeah, he's busting out good. He's got plenty of observers. He's got the plenty of Corsairs chasing the Overlord away.
Leasing these 2 bases is gonna be rough. Might be able to sneak away with that 1 base, though. I don't know if he knows it's there.
Okay, so he did just lose all of his Corsairs, more or less, here. Which is
yeah, he did.
Pretty big blunder here. But again, there is just a lot going on.
He loses that top base. He's in pretty big trouble.
Yeah. He basically has to be able to retake it again right away.
I think he might hold off, though. I don't know. Probes do so little damage to the Ultra.
Yeah, and more are coming in here, and we've got cracklings now.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to throw down some more gateways.
Yeah, his production just isn't enough here. His first 2 bases are completely mined out, and he doesn't have enough gateways. Got enough of a bank for now, but Viletomato has definitely got a bit of a scarier macro here, and the supplies tell a scary story.
Yeah.
Zerg isn't overextending, though. There's plenty of lurkers in defensive positions. Basically, none of Zerg's bases could die at this point.
(3-1) upgrades for the Protoss and 4-2 upgrades for the Ultras and 2-2 for the Lings.
Yep, so the Zealots can still 2-hit Lings, but the Lings are doing a lot of damage as well, and very fast.
Cracklings just destroy everything.
Okay,
Swarm.
Busting up the ramp here. Oh, good storm.
I don't think you can.
That Ultra was low enough that the storm finished it off.
Sending reinforcements for the toss.
Good storm.
Yeah.
So when you see Dragoons, you really want to kill the Dragoons with your Zerglings.
So much gas and minerals, though. Like Ultras, I don't even... Like, they're so good, but they just cost a lot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he has infinite minerals on investment gas, so... This is gonna be, yeah, the end.
All right. So Viletomato pulled ahead in the beginning there. Um, he didn't put his foot down though, and Mustard almost got back into the game. But
Yeah.
nicely done.
Okay. Good game. Thank you for joining us. We'll have one more game, at least one more game, and you can come check it out.